Dave and Shirley, where have you been? Down the road we go again, trekking their way through the USA, boondocking while docking in the Taipei. While they're standing on the corner of Winslow, Arizona, Altoona, Cheyenne, or down in Punta Gorda. And if your RV needs some minor repair, Dave will give you tips down at Camp Sinclair. So sit back, enjoy with a glass of tea. You will have a laugh, or two or three. Bless Shirley putting up with Dave's buffoonery. Down the road we go, it's a sight to see.
Now remember, I told you we were going to do different things and not film unless they're different. Well, this is different. We're out on La Posa Road, just north of Quartzsite, and we are boondocking. We have Mike and Bernie of Chasing Our Dreams, Travis and Tracy with Going With The Flow. Of course, we're here in our Windsport, so we're all gathered up and we're boondocking, and we're learning a lot about boondocking. And in this video, we're going to tell you what we've done wrong and what we're going to do to correct that. It's not us doing it wrong, it's the camper. So we've got more modifications, it looks like, if we want to boondock some more. And we do want to boondock some more. We're having a great time out here. It's a little chilly this morning, supposed to be 80 degrees today. And today is the big show, but we're not going down there. But we'll get back to you, and we're going to talk about what we need to do to make our rig boondockable. Well, it looks like it's going to be a nice day here in Arizona. Just a little north of Quartzsite, we're out on BLM land, and we've been boondocking for 4 days. We've learned a lot about boondocking in this 4 days. We've boondocked before, but for like a day or two at a time, traveling, you know, no big deal. But we actually settled down with a group of people that we've been with for a long time, so we don't have to worry about, you know, COVID or anything among us, because we've all stayed together for probably about the last 3 weeks. But anyway, we had a great time here. We really enjoyed our first boondocking in the desert, but there's a problem with that. So that's what we're going to try and figure out here today, and let you know what is wrong with boondocking in our rig. So let's start off. Okay, to start with is our batteries. We don't have the right kind of batteries. We don't have enough batteries. We have the automatic start on a generator set for 2 hours. That means every 2 hours the batteries are about to die. They get down to 11.9 and the generator starts up. It takes 2 hours to charge them back up, and then the generator shuts off again. So we've been using the generator a lot. So the first thing we have to do is get rid of these two 6-volt batteries that are from golf carts, I think. Not getting the job done, not getting it done at all. So we've got a line on some lithiums we're going to look at getting, and we're going to be putting those in there, you know, after we get home. There's no sense in doing it out here. We're only going to be boondocking one more time, I think, except for the ride home. Another big problem is on the other side, and actually we just need to sit down and talk about that one. Okay, we've already talked about the batteries. They're easy fix. We're going to put some batteries in it, new charge controller, throw a couple panels up on top of the roof that we already purchased when we got it home, and that is taken care of. So we'll have a video when we do that to let you know how it comes out. The hardest part, and really not that expensive, but the hardest part is we can't go more than 3 days without having to dump. We thought we could make it the 4th day, which is the 4th day today, but we got up yesterday morning and uh-oh, it's full. And I'm not talking about the gray water, I'm talking about the black. It was full. Because the problem is this motorhome is designed weird. It has the toilet on one side and the big part of the tank on the other side. So there's not much tank on this side where things come down. So there's only about that much tank. So if you've got 20 gallons of water in the tank, there's no water there. And we all know what happens when there's no water right underneath the john. It slants down to the other side a little bit, but it can build up. And that's what happens. We have to put, like, it only holds 43 gallons. But we have to put in 25 to 30. 30 is the best. When we put in 30 gallons, then there's water here and things flow the way they should be. But the problem is that doesn't leave but another, what, 10 or 15 gallons. And, you know, after 4 days, you kind of fill that up pretty quick, and that's what happened. So what we're looking at doing is the possibility of putting in a macerator toilet. So we would have a macerator toilet over here where, you know, when you flush it, grinds all up like not a food processor, but underneath your sink, you know, that kind of thing. Grinder grinds it all up, and it'll squirt it down there. Then we don't have to put but maybe about 5 or 6 gallons in the other side, and we could probably boondock for up to 5 or 6 days. Right now we're limited to 3 days, and now that we know that, the next time we boondock, it'll only be for 3 days. We had to pack everything up, pull the slide in, you know, tie everything down, drive to Quartzsite, 5 miles down the road, and go through and dump and get some water. We didn't really need the water, but we went ahead and filled it up since we were there anyway. So that's why we can't boondock more than 3 days at a time, which we really enjoyed out here, and I wouldn't mind staying here another 3 or 4 days. But you know, we've got plans of reservations, so we're heading out today up to Havasu. So we're going to go up and look around Havasu for a couple days and then head over to Palm Springs. So we just wanted to catch you up and tell you that we really like boondocking. We love boondocking out in the desert. If you've never done that, you've got to give it a try. And especially with your friends, you know, you can circle the wagons like we did and kind of keep everybody away. You know, the closest person is 100 yards away, and everything's working out good. We're having a great time. Mask up every time we go into town and all that good stuff. But out here, everything's great. The weather's been good. It's going to be 80 degrees today, although there is a front moving in, and they're talking back down into the high 60s. But that's warmer than 29, which is what it is at the house in Tennessee. So I just want to thank you for coming along for the ride and watching this video, and how we talked about what we did right, what we did wrong in the desert, and the things we need to do to fix it. So thanks again for coming along for the ride as down the road we go. Well, it's a nice sunny day here in, where are we? Oh, well, it's a nice sunny day. Well, it's going to be let's start again. Well, we're still out here in Quartzsite, and we're just really enjoying it. But we've already